Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
How are y'all doing?
I'm good. How are you
Wow.
guys?
A little toasty, but I'm
Wow.
all right. How about you, Eric?
Very nice. It's a beautiful morning. Very beautiful. It's been a warm week though.
Yeah. Well, we had an exciting Sunday last Sunday with Pentecost.
Sure did.
Incredible. So if our boys and girls get a chance to go back and take a look at that, they should. It's really awesome. We got another
It
big Sunday
was.
coming up this coming Sunday. We just have a lot of big Sundays. So what's coming up
There are.
this Sunday?
After 14 months and 2 weeks, we are returning to unity worship together.
What is unity
Wow.
worship? I don't even remember anymore.
All
I
right,
know.
refresh our memory. What does this mean?
We're all corporately together during the 10 o'clock worship. Now we say all, we still have, some space limits, at least for now, until we can determine what happens. Some people haven't come back yet because maybe they haven't felt safe or vaccinated or for whatever reason. But we're going to have a it's going to feel, I think, like a large group back together for our regular 10 o'clock unity worship service this coming Sunday. It's good news.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So you use that word corporate worship. Corporate being like a body of people worshiping together. I think physically together too. That's a key. So we've had this time to worship over Zoom. We found out it's a great tool. But why is in-person corporate worship, if you will, why does it matter so much? Why is it so important?
I think the answer is in that word corporate, coming from the word corpus, the body. Christianity is a team sport. And although this past year we have done our best to connect people in their homes and across the Low Country, it's not the same as being in person.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about the body of Christ and we read in the scriptures about the body of Christ, that we're all coming together and be in the same room and say the same words together. And again, this is why we can do it. Breathe the same air, do all those things. Then it reminds us that of just how important being together and worshiping together is.
Yeah, kind of along those lines, for me, it's just a physical reminder of the community, right? You're in the worship service, you can look around and you can see everybody. So it's, I guess, like kind of like you said, that team aspect, but it's just everyone is there gathered together worshiping.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty neat. You're no longer alone, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think about some of the feedback over the time that we've had live stream worship, and people will say, it's so good to see you. And it's like, yeah, you got to see me, but I didn't get to see you. And so it's that we get to see each other. I think that's what's so exciting, is that it's not just being seen, that one-way street, but it's getting to see one another and actually take that in and be together in the same place. I can't wait for that. So
Exactly.
so as we head back into this, it's clear we all are excited to be in one place. What else are y'all looking forward to for this unity worship?
Let's see. Obviously, I'm excited to not have the pressure of reading both readings. I think I'm looking forward to not messing up both of them. Maybe just one of them now. I don't think it'll be back quite yet, but I'm excited to have the yams back in worship on the balcony, kind of looking over us. I'm honestly pretty excited about just the noise before worship. Right. I was commenting, I guess it was this past Sunday, and you could just hear it in the kind of the Altman room, just the chatter of fellowship happening prior to worship, which I've missed so much.
I'm not exactly sure how to answer. I think it's just the physical presence of people being there. And so when we speak to people, we're not just speaking to a camera or to to empty pews. It would be knowing that we are back together and that we are moving back to a fuller ministry together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I'm just looking forward to only one service, just all in one service. Our Because on one end, like our live stream would look a little different from our in person, and it was kind of going back and forth. Now everybody takes in the same service, one service, and then the other side of that too is it was a bit of a juggle, even when we had 8:15, but especially when we had back to back 10 o'clock and 11:15. You go through leading worship, preaching, or leading the liturgy, and then you turn around and you do it all again. I think it's going to be exciting to have one service where we're just all together. You put everything into that one service, and everybody takes it in together. I'm really excited about that. We get a little spoiled here at St. Matthew's, only having one service, because a lot of churches will do 2 services or so, and so we get a little spoiled. So as we change routines, how is your routine going to change as we go back to unity worship?
So I got used to going to the beach, and I still go to the beach on Sundays. But throughout the pandemic, when nobody was there to see me ahead of time before we were on display for the service and I had my alb on, like I would just come to church dressed for the beach. So I'm gonna have to, put on, I would say, dress a little bit more appropriate than like a t-shirt and a swimsuit. So that's gonna be a kind of a big adjustment. My dog goes My dog goes to the beach, so I found out the hard way last week. He thinks everybody, no surprise, is his friend. So he wants to run up to everyone. So I've got to remember his leash.
I was very casual under my alb as well over this past year, so I have to remember that. So on Sunday morning, there's a busyness on Sunday morning because that's when everybody's here. We're there. There's busyness throughout the week as well. But on Sunday mornings, there's busyness that just happened. There's so much for people to see, people to see, and things to do to get ready. So there'll be that sort of frenzy. I do, and I'm looking forward to parish educational being back in person for that, which will be a change. I also think with Zoom, I hope that some of the meetings that we have throughout the week at night, I can be home and do them from home rather than always have to be at church. That's one of the good takeaways of all of this.
All right. Well, look forward to seeing our boys and girls and everybody else on Sunday at our Unity worship. So.
That's right. Y'all have a great week.
Y'all have a good rest of the week since there's one more day.
All right. Take care.
Bye now.
Be well.